Welcome back. As we reported at the top of the hour here, Harvard University saying it's standing by its president, Claudine Gay. She is among two other university presidents under fire because of their evasive responses during a contentious congressional hearing about how to deal and how to address anti-Semitism on college campuses.
And NewsNation obtaining a new statement from Harvard's governing board saying, quote, our extensive deliberations affirm our confidence that President Gay is the right leader to help our community heal and to address the very serious societal issues we are facing. Calls for genocide are despicable and contrary to fundamental human values.
Today's NewsNation newsmakers are Colby Hall from Mediaite, Dr. Wright from Princeton, and Guy Smith, former advisor to President Clinton, here to discuss. We were looking over the articles from the New York Times, the LA Times, and some of these comments about her staying in her post, President Gay. I want to start with you, Guy. In terms of the decision to keep her in spite of so much backlash, it's interesting that the response was from Harvard Corporation, which is a business. This is a business decision, but was it a wise business decision?
I think it's a wise decision. I mean, it was a ham-handed response driven too much by lawyers, and it showed that President Gay and the other college presidents didn't know their audience. I mean, it was a congressional hearing, or not a bunch of lawyers talking. She should have just said, it's despicable and against all of our values. And then let me also tell you how we support free speech. She didn't do that. It created a terrible uproar. And people like Dr. Gay need to start thinking more hard about how to deal with this and look at their audience and talk straight to them.
Yeah, it is interesting. After her testimony, she did issue an apology saying that her words amplified distress and pain. Lauren, let me go to you. You know, you teach a couple different graduate school classes at Princeton, one of, the most prestigious college campuses across the country. Your thoughts on this decision from Harvard, and also, what your students have been thinking and how they've been responding leading up to this moment?
I also teach a big undergraduate lecture course, so I see all types of students all the time. And, setting my personal preferences aside, we just have to acknowledge how this started. Universities have been absolutely dismal and absolutely inconsistent about free speech and political neutrality. I happen to believe universities should be politically neutral, but they have given endorsements of some positions over the years, been really consistent, not taking a stance on others. And so it's no surprise, after the path it's taken to get here, that when in a very serious environment with very clear yes or no questions, not, the academia wordiness that sometimes flies on campuses, these professors and university administrators could not meet the task. And so I don't think that the call and exodus from donors is going anywhere. I don't think calls for President Gay to resign in the future are going anywhere. So this just sort of kicks the can down the road, and I don't expect much change.
I think, Colby, a lot of people would never have predicted that in 2023 there would be calls to dismantle DEI. I mean, that would be the most politically incorrect thing for anyone to say or report on. But we've seen it from journalists, we've seen it from educators, and we've seen it from some of those big money donors that Lauren's speaking about. Do you believe that Harvard, in the absence of causing, a resignation to happen, is going to address DEI and speak to the change in culture on campuses?
Well, that's the question. Clearly, the pendulum has swung, started to swing the other way. It's crazy. It's fascinating that a conversation about language on campus that went from safe spaces to hate speech is nuts. My reporting suggests that the board really wanted to force her resignation. She refused to resign, and then they didn't have the stomach to fire her. What really matters now is President Gay's next speech, what she says next, because clearly what she said in that hearing was troubling for a lot of reasons, mostly a PR problem for Harvard. And I think that's what they really care most about. So the way that she addresses DIY and the hate speak issue in her next public speech is everything. And to Lauren's point, this probably calls for her to step down. won't end here. It will just sort of re-up the controversy.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.